video, I would like to share with you my all favorite sticky stuff that I used while scrapbook. And I scrapbook for 13 years already, so I am well aware what's it out there in the market, and I tested a lot of glues and tapes and stuff like this, and I already know what I like and how I like to use it, and what works great for my projects, what sticks well for years, so you will not kind of have everything falling apart after a year or two, what is like archival friendly, that I know that some of my layouts or albums are 10-12 years old and they are still looking fine. So I would like to share with you all of my favorite items, and I will also leave the links in the description. So if you would like to purchase anything or just check it, you will be able to do so. So I have all sorts of sticky stuff, starting with glues, foam dots, foam tapes, with tape runners. So I will show you everything what I use, and as you can see, it's plenty of stuff. So you would say glue, it's such a simple thing, but not it's a little bit more tricky, but don't worry, it's not that tricky. Of course, a little disclaimer, what works for me doesn't have to work for you, so have it in mind. Maybe you prefer something different, you are happy with your adhesives, so keep them, use them, and just maybe you will find something else that you haven't heard before and you will want to add into your projects. So we will start with something obvious like a glue. And I will move tape runners away for a while. So glue I was using for years, it's this Polish glue, it's called Magic Glue, and it's manufactured in Poland. It's very cheap, like I don't know how much, but I think for this kind of a metal tube, is about 45 grams, it costs like freeze water, which is a little bit over $0.50, and it lasts for a while. But the thing that I didn't like with this glue is the metal tube that kind of cracks, and sometimes the glue pours out and it opens on top when you squeeze too hard. So it also opens here, and sometimes the glue can explode into your hands. What I liked about this glue was this precision tip, and this is the last one I have because I stopped using them, and I will tell you why. So it has this precision tip, but it sometimes kind of the glue what I'm looking for a word, dries inside, and it's really like you have to use a pin to remove it, and you will be able to use it later. So this is it, this is how the tip looks. You can also purchase it with just this regular screwing tip without the pointy element, and the glue is white, but it dries clear. It takes a bit of time to dry, but it sticks really well in time. It still holds, so it's good when it comes to the quality of the glue. And you can purchase it in the smaller tubes like metal ones, but they also come in bigger ones. This is exactly the same glue that comes in the metal tube, but it's like more cost efficient, and you can apply like on the bigger surfaces thanks to this tip. But I am using it, I forgot to take it out, to just refill this bottle with precision tip, and it's like way thinner than this one, and you can squeeze the bottle, it won't break in your hands like this one. That's why I gave up about this glue. I still love the quality of the glue, I just don't like this packaging, so I'm not buying it anymore. And I'm using this Magic Glue in a bigger bottle just to refill this bottle, and this one is from Craftelier. This is the European shop, they are from from Spain. You can unscrew it, refill the bottle, and if you squeeze it, it will only add a little drop of glue, so it's very good for a very thin paper elements. This is where I use my magic glue, but I also need a glue for some like less precise elements, and I don't want to squeeze this bottle a lot because, you know, the hand is tired because of that. So I need something that the glue flows more freely, and I trade this glue for Anita's tacky glue, which is 60 milliliters and costs about $2, no, less than $2 in Poland for this bottle, so it's still cost efficient, and I'm buying it in bulk, so I always have few of those on hand. And it also comes with precision tip. It's not that precise like this one, but what I love about this glue is that I can use this stand. This is also from Crafterier, and it's a very cheap glue stand. It comes in white, pink and mint color, and of course I would have to choose pink. And I am using it with glue like this. So the bottle is half empty, well, even more than half empty. You can see how it cracked, the label cracked from the squeezing. This one is brand new. So I just keep it like this, and the glue is always on the tip. And when this element becomes dirty, I just remove the glue so it doesn't stick. So I have a dot here, and the quality of the glue is very similar. Maybe it's a little bit watery than the magic glue, but it doesn't bother me because I do not want to apply it very like precisely. For the precise applying, I have this. So this is how I am keeping it while I scrapbook. When I'm finished, I just close the glue, and as I said, I have plenty of those in my stash. So this is a very handy thing, and I love having it on my desk for just keeping the glue like this and having the tip always full. So I also use, this is the Aline's tacky glue. So this is a very similar glue like this one or magic glue. But this comes in a very small bottle, and I keep it with me when I'm going for retreats or something like that. So I just wanted to show you that this kind of glues come in a different sizes. So this is the 60 milliliters. There is also 120, but I prefer smaller bottles, and I unscrew, so you can refill it. You can buy a big glue and just refill your bottle. And kind of save some money on the glue, but for me it's not that expensive, and I like to replace the bottle from time to time because, as you can see, it's already kind of ruined. So this is just the same glue. Well, it's a different company, but the quality of the glue is the same in a smaller quantity, so it's easier to grab when you are traveling. So those are the glues that I use for a regular gluing, some with paper. I also have this block glue. It's a vinylic adhesive, and it smells like, I don't know, it smells like the glue that shoe repairers use. I don't know how to differently call it, but it smells. And the glue is transparent, and it's good for like when you use fabric on the cardboard while making albums. You can clear it with your fingers, so when it's dry you can just scrub it from the fabric, and it dries quite quickly. But I only use it when I'm creating mini albums and when I'm using fabric for the cover. You can also use this glue, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like this sticks better with the fabric. I don't know, maybe it's just in my head, but I use it with when I'm using making mini albums, and only for that because of this smell. This glue, I don't know, no, it doesn't smell, or it has a very like soft smell. It doesn't bother at all, but this one smells a lot, so I'm not using it often. And it also comes from Crafterier. And now let's move on to the sticky tapes. So double-sided tape adhesives. And they come in, how do you call it? Rollers. So they come in rollers, and this is the ultimate roller I am using. As you can see, it's not a crafty one because it's an ugly yellow color. It's a Scotch ATG gun, and it's for I don't know, I think it's 1.2 centimeter or 1 centimeter wide tape. I will measure it, but yeah, it's 1.2, so it's 12 millimeters tape, and it's a refill, so you can refill it over and over again. And when you roll it like this, you have to press the button to roll it, and the tape stays on the paper and it sticks really, really well. And the excess part of the paper rolls here, and when the tape is over, you just throw away the roll of the empty I will quickly show you, of the empty roller backing paper. Sorry, it had a lot of docky hair, so I will fold it in half to show you how well it sticks. And it sticks for a long time, so it kind of tends to stick better with time. I don't know how to describe it. So it takes a little bit of time for the glue to kind of come together, and it of course depends on the smoothness of the paper and what are you gluing. So this is the ATG gun, and I use it frequently. I buy those refills. They are not that cheap, but I think it's 50 meters inside, so it lasts for a while. And I do not use it for very big surfaces, so for like adding layers of paper, I usually use this magic glue, and this one I use for, I don't know, smaller elements when I don't want to have my hands dirty. It's always on my desk somewhere, so I will move it aside. Of course, it's quite big, so when you travel, you would prefer something smaller, and this is it. This is the, like a super cute and mini version of ATG gun. This is the scrapbook.com adhesive roller, and this comes with, I don't remember with how much tape is inside. Let me quickly check the new 98 feet, whatever it is in meters, I am not sure. But it comes like this, so it's already loaded, it's permanent, it's pink, and you use it without any button. You just press it to the paper and roll. You can hear like the glue squeaking, and I don't know if you can see, there is a strip of paper, of glue on top, and the excess part of the foil rolls here. But it's one-time toy, you cannot refill it, so when you use it up, you throw it away and you have to buy another, which is for me not so ecological friendly. So I only use it when I travel, because I know that I will not take the big guy with me, and this way I will have it for much longer, so I don't have to throw away the plastic element. And I hope scrapbook.com will come out the solution with refilling it someday, so it will be even more usable. And it has this flap, so when you are done with using it, you cover the foil and it won't stick to anything at all, and it's very handy, so it holds well in your hand. So it's like one thing I would change it if it would be refillable, and otherwise it would be a perfect tool. So this is what I use when I'm on the go. If you are more into saving the environment, you can purchase those smaller rollers, and they come in two colors, and it's not for the prettiness, because the blue one is permanent, and you can buy refills that comes like this, and the yellow one is dotted, so it only has small dots. So if you need to adhere it something temporarily, you use this one. It won't hold that good as this paper. I think this is the same tape that it comes in this cute pink guy, and it's 49 feet each of the rollers. So you have this one. When you want to replace it, you just squeeze this and take it out. You throw it away and you load it with another batch of rollers, and it's also small, so you can take it on the go. There is the lid, and you take it away, and again you use it the same way. Just keep it and roll it. This one holds better in your hand than this one, but it's still like, if you don't use it a lot, only from time to time, it's really a great solution. And again, you can refill it with the refills, so just take it out, throw it away, and load it again. And this one is dotted, so when you roll it, it has like I don't know how, the glue is applied in dots, so it's not that sticky as the green one or mint one. So you can unglue things with this. So if you need some more temporary solution, you can use this one, and this one goes with permanent sticking. So this is the rollers. If you are more patient than me, you can of course use double-sided adhesive rolls. So this is basically the same product like this or like this, but you have to do it everything by your hand. But it also has some advantages. Disadvantage is that you have to cut it into the smaller pieces, glue it down, and remove this backing. So you will have like an extra job to be done. And let me find where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's dirty. So if you have long thin nails, you can remove it with your nails, of course, but if you have thicker nails like me, you will need to use some tool to kind of remove it. But it comes in a bigger variety of widths, like thicknesses. This one is 1.4. I have 1/4 of an inch. I have 1/8 of an inch. This is 3/4 of an inch, and I have 1 inch. I couldn't find them all because I don't know. I'm a messy scrapbooker. See, so this is like 81 feet. It's for sure more price friendly than the adhesive rollers, because you have to pay extra for being lazy. And I use it when I want to back something with glue, but I don't want the gluiness to be revealed at once. So I back it, and when I move it around, when I'm ready, I just remove the backing paper, and I am ready to glue things down. And I'm using it when I need like a bigger thickness of the tape than this one. So as I said, this is more economical. So you will pay less for the rolls than for the rollers, and you will have more variety of thicknesses, so you will be able to kind of fit better with what you need. There are also double-sided adhesive sheets. I didn't bought any yet. Probably I will buy one when I will be shopping the next time, because they would be great for die cutting small and intricate elements. So you take a piece of paper, glue down this sticky sheet, you leave the protective layer so it's not sticky, you run it through your die cutting machine with the die. When the die is done, you unstick the cutout protective sheet, and you are able to stick down the sticker without glue marks. So if you are clumsy and you know that your glue will kind of come out from the edges. It's a very handy product, but you can also do something similar with a thicker tape. Just glue 2 or 3 rows of it, leave the protective paper, run it through the die cutting machine, and then remove the protective sheets. So it's like doable with only this one. Of course, the bigger sheets work faster if you have something you need to do quicker. So those are the tapes, and I really love the ones from scrapbook.com, because first you have plenty of sizes to choose from, and the quality of the tape is really good. It's easy to remove the backing paper, because with some of the tapes, like I think this one, I don't even remember where I have it from, but it's so hard to remove the protective layer of the paper. Like it's more like a fold than a paper foil. So I prefer the scrapbook.com one. So this is it when it comes to sticky tapes. But we also have another product that I cannot imagine my life without it. Foam tape. So it also comes in a variety of sizes, thicknesses, and you will have to kind of work out what is best for you. I am a big fan of those double-sided foam adhesives from scrapbook.com. They have the perfect thickness for me. It's, I don't know, something like 2 millimeters, I would say. So 1 millimeter is too thin, 3 millimeters is too thick. You can nest them, so stack them, so you will have like 2, 4, 6 millimeters, and they come in variety of shapes. So you have like adhesive little squares that are like half of a centimeter big, I would say, yeah. And you have like, I don't know how many, but this many. I think this would be, I won't be guessing. So we have a squares, and I use all of the shapes all the time. So depending on what I need to back, I use squares or circles, and depending on how big the element is. So I have squares, those are circles, and I really love those, because when you use up the circle, you can use the scissors and use up the rest of the tape later, because it still have the stickiness. It's just when you remove it, and you can back bigger surfaces, so nothing goes to waste. We have smaller dots like this one, and again, after you use up the smaller dots, you can use the leftover foam. And we have bigger squares that are great for bigger elements. And again, they all have the same thickness, and this is the proof I use them. So here are the ones that are already being used by me. And we also have my very beloved product. Those are the foam adhesive strips, and they come in 1/8 of the inch wide, and I don't know if it's 5 here, but maybe I removed some, I don't remember. I will leave the link for this one. So it comes in the sheet, and it has the strips of the foam, and I love them because they are long. So you can use it for the strips of tape paper. You can cut them in pieces, but the one thing I love the most about them is that you can kind of round them, so you can use them for round shapes to just add the foam tape around it, and it's perfect for shakers. So when you have a shaker, you have this layer that is only the outline, and you can easily fit it into the shape, even if it's intricate, and you will be able to add sequins later. So this is something I use a lot and frequently and all the time, and I love this product. And it's long enough, so it's good for slimline cards too. And this is the leftover of A2 size foam sheets. There are also 6x8 foam size sheets, and I like using them. This is the last part I have left, so I cannot show you the packaging. They are all from scrapbook.com. I just use scissors to cut them down. Sometimes you need some fancy shape and it's easier to cut it out than back it with dots or stuff like this, so I like using the sheets. And of course you can use them to back the paper. So you remove the one layer of the protection, add paper, run it through your die cutting machine, take it out, and you have already 3D element with the sticky part on the other side, and you can glue it down. It doesn't work with every die, you have to test it, but this is like a nice method. And of course, we have the same type of foam in rolls, and those rolls are also from scrapbook.com, and they come in at least 3 sizes. I know there is like 1/2 of an inch, this is the inch, and this is 2 inch. And I already used up my 1 inch, but I need to refill my stash. And they are exactly the same like this, but they are more handy if you need a bigger surface or if you need just a strip. So you just cut it into pieces of your required size, and you can back the paper with those. So I cannot imagine working without foam adhesive like this, and this is one of my favorite, and I really love those from scrapbook.com, and I use them all the time. I have some that are like quite locally in Poland, but I don't know how to explain it, but they are not cutted well. It's really hard to just pick one square. Usually you pick like a 5 or 6, because the cutting machine that was supposed to cut the foam didn't cut through perfectly. So this is the 1 millimeter and they are cut well, but I'm not using it often because they are just too thin for me. And this is 3 millimeters thick. So I have different ones. I just don't like using them as much as I like the ones from scrapbook.com. See, when you remove it, it's not just one. It's like a whole bunch because they are not cutted properly. So that's why I think that the ones from scrapbook.com are just better than others. Probably there are others that are as good. I just have easy access to those, so I just stick to them. If it's good and it works, it's not pricey, why not? Sometimes they are sold in a bundles, which is a true bargain, so you can stack up your stash of adhesive for months using a very good deals. So this is it. This is my little kingdom of glues and sticky stuff. I hope some of my advices were helpful for you. Thank you so much for staying with me. Check the links in the description box for all the products. Well, maybe not all, but most of the products I am using here. And thank you so much for staying with me. Bye!